Good evening, welcome to Interesting Talks with Footprints Counselling Service. Today's talk is on social isolation, things that we need to be aware of and some of the things that we can do to protect ourselves. I will start this with a little joke. Day 2, social distancing. I started a conversation today with a spider. Seems nice. He's a web designer. You shouldn't laugh at your own jokes, but I had to. This is unprecedented in every way. We're acting on higher levels of unease due to uncertainty that lies ahead, with increased levels of sadness, anxiety, anger, and for some, a real fear. On top of this crisis we are all facing, we're now being asked to isolate ourselves from the things and people that we love and would most definitely help us during this difficult time. This is undoubtedly affecting our well-being. Our freedom will be compromised. The independence that we take for granted being taken away. A dependency on others to look after and be with us when we're feeling vulnerable is becoming very necessary. We've lost routine, structure, choice. That too brings a feeling of helplessness and loss. So it's perfectly normal and natural to be experiencing what we are feeling. Our brains are doing what is right, not what is wrong. Nevertheless, we must make sure that we don't let our emotions get carried away and pile up with our imagination, as this will lead to greater catastrophizing of the situation, which is not going to help at all. Use the time to get busy, such as starting an online course. We must remember to focus on what we are doing now and not race far ahead into the future. The one thing we can be certain of, what lies ahead has elements of uncertainty, but it will all change. Situations and emotions always do. So what can we do to help us buffer further emotional distress whilst in self-isolation? To reduce the heightened levels of anxiety, take some time out to breathe slowly. In for the count of 4, hold your breath for the count of 7, and then slowly breathe out for the count of 8. This does reset us. Accept what is happening. This is out of all our control. So we can either fight it and hold on to our negative feelings and stay miserable, or accept the reality and put our emotional energy into doing things that will make us feel happier and better at this time. Remember, all our emotions are all telling the truth, but the degree which we are feeling them can sometimes be in excess. So if you're feeling overwhelmed, anxious, scared or sad, label that emotion. Naming our emotions correctly helps reduce their intensity. To reduce heightened levels of anxiety, take some time out. Breathe in slowly for the count of 4. Hold your breath for the count of 7. And slowly breathe out for the count of 8. Now this floods the brain with oxygen to induce a sense of calm, and it also lowers the heart rate. Repeat as many times as necessary. Use this time to get busy. This will help our days feel like they have a purpose and will also help the day go quickly. Do the jobs that you've had on your mind's list for a long time, but you never got around to doing them. Sort out your cupboards, organise your photographs, start an online course. This could be very, very useful for you in the future. You could even contemplate a career change. Incorporate exercise into your day. If you lie on the sofa all day, every day, your brain will think you're ill and will shut down. Positive chemical productions boost the feel-good chemicals with movement and pleasurable activities. Ride the wave of boredom. In the busy, over-demanding lives we all lead, boredom is often an emotion that people yearn but rarely experience. Feeling bored is important for positive mental health and well-being, as it gives rise to doing the things that we want to do rather than what we must do, and it helps us awaken our creativity and even playfulness. So use the time to reset your internal speedometer. This may well take some adjusting. We may miss the adrenaline that we are used to functioning on, but slowing down could do us all the more good, much more than we realise, and hopefully change things for the longer term. Good. Stay connected with friends and family, knowing we have people there for us and we're there for other people gives us a sense of well-being. Also, why not use this time to connect with people you haven't spoken to for the longest time? We're all in this together. Often out of difficult experiences comes a strength, a sense of belonging and wisdom that can add richness to our lives. This learning curve is huge for all of us, and it will help us to help our resilience in other situations, which we'd undoubtedly experience across our lifetime. In the 1920s, when they had the Great Depression, things were extremely bad. A review was done afterwards to find out how people coped the best. It was discovered that those that had the support of their friends and family came out stronger. So my advice is to stay in contact with friends and family to support each other through this. Now do share, like, leave comments on Facebook and YouTube. If you know anybody that could make use of this video, share it with them. So until next week, take good care. Do your best to try and stay positive. Bye for now.